I think it is very damaging for a couple of reasons. One is actually, once again, shows, I think, incompetency at the highest levels of the government, because this stuff was floating out there apparently for weeks before it came to the national security establishment's attention, and when it spilled out into the mainstream just about a week ago. But it's been floating out on the internet for a while, and they didn't seem to have a handle on it. Secondly, in terms of the substance of what was leaked, so there's been a lot of discussion about this 21-year-old, and the way he did it was illegal. He's going to go to prison for a very long time. But that's sort of the side story. The substance of what was leaked is quite stunning. Some of the things that you mentioned, and the biggest being the involvement of the U.S. in this war, even potentially kinetically. The leak suggests that there are actual forces, NATO or U.S. forces, inside Ukraine or very close to the border. And that does not have approval from Congress. That does not have the support of the people. Support within the U.S. electorate for this war has been softening quite dramatically. It is down 20 plus points. Certainly more by Republicans, but also by Democrats. We don't support the sending of billions of dollars of aid and certainly troops on the ground. So all of that, I think, is spilling out into the open. And with that as a backdrop, some of the revelations from the leaks are damaging. And I think that's why they're sort of scrambling to take back control of the narrative, with this leak.
Yeah, Kosha, it strikes me the US government and the judicial and the justice system over there were very quick in targeting this bloke because he's shared information that is very damaging and embarrassing to the US government. But yet they can't find the pipe bomber from January the 6th. They can't disclose or find any of Jeffrey Epstein's clients who were involved in pedophile rings. They can't find any reason to charge Hunter Biden with a whole bunch of crimes that are evident on his laptop. This smacks of an unfairness, a bias in the system that really goes to the very heart of an American governance and justice.
It does. Actually, that's the other thing that this reveals, on top of the incompetence and the fact that the state of play with the war is not quite what we've been seeing. That what you touched on, Corey, is the third thing. And I would add Stephen Paddock, that mass shooting that took place at the concert in Las Vegas. Still don't know him. The Supreme Court leaker. This has never happened in 250 years of the United States Supreme Court, where the Roe v. Wade decision was leaked preemptively. That was a year ago. Haven't heard that. So yes, the people see this. And as we always discuss, it is not consequence-free. It can continue for a while, and it is continuing, but when the hypocrisy or the difference in standards is so brazen, it is ultimately not a recipe for a harmonious society, and I do worry, as these things pile up on one side of the ledger and never on the other side, there will be some kind of reckoning, and it won't be pretty.